live right now.
All right, got you off the speakerphone so you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, everybody's got you. Okay, we are live. I'm trying to see if we're up yet. Um, it's been a little crazy. We're gonna have Thomas on the phone. The Skype over the drive did not work out for us, so we're gonna just get it
No.
there. So, Thomas, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, other than being a little bit frustrated with Skype, I'm doing well. We're, let's see, about 10 hours into our drive south of Florida. Plugging a whole bunch of ingredients down there. We're doing 5 different hot sauces tomorrow, and then driving back up to Virginia tomorrow afternoon into Friday morning. So, yeah, this is one of these iron butt kind of rides, man. Thank God we got 3 drivers, especially for tomorrow night.
Right now we have Chelsea. We have Steve from Hot Sauce Holsters, Chris
Booyah.
Duncan, Rolland. Thank you guys for jumping in here. We were gonna have Thomas on live, but because of the situation, what's
Well,
going on?
I'm still alive. You still
Well,
have to
you're
look at
right.
my funny looking face.
You're right. You're live.
And, hopefully that'll make it a little bit less offensive. So, hey,
Well,
yay me.
see, you can't see you, and if you could see me, half my face is melting off because it's I'm still frozen from the root canal about 2 hours ago right now. So if I'm
Yeah,
starting to,
dude, what a stud.
so if I'm starting to drool after I take a drink and it's running down me here, everybody just give me applause.
Instead of a bear, ring your little bell so your beautiful bride can fetch me my drill bucket.
Yeah, I have it hanging off the side of me here. So where
Oh
are you
my
located?
God, dude.
Where are you located right now?
Let's see. We are just passing exit 33, so we're darn near done with. Oh my God, Beaufort, South Carolina. So any of the young men that went through boot camp down here in Carolina instead of Southern California know exactly where I am. So we're about 30 miles due north of Georgia. So we've got looks to be about another 2 hours, and we will be to our final and undisclosed location.
Nice. And
Yeah, man.
I know you got Will with you, and you've got his girlfriend or his wife. I don't remember what you told me.
It's a beautiful girlfriend, not
Okay.
quite wife. I don't think anybody's pushing each other in that direction too far yet.
No.
But they've been
I
together
just
for a few years now. In fact, anybody that's been to the Hop Sauce Festivals years number 2 and 3, it was Willie and the beautiful Becky were running the booth for us those 2 years. And Rose and I finally walked out with finally getting back there since year 1 here earlier this month. So,
nice.
yeah, anybody who lives out anywhere close to Jersey Shore, New York City, Philadelphia, man, that is definitely a weekend worth making. It's a ton of fun. It's only maybe about a dozen hot sauce companies. I'd guess a dozen to a dozen and a half different craft beer folks, mostly from that that area. But man, the entertainment, the music, the whole vibe, it's right there on the beach. I mean, anybody that's been there can vouch for it. It's a super cool event.
That's awesome. Cassandra just joined us. Thank you very much for joining us. Hey, everybody, Fiber Joe just joined us. Everybody, hey, can you please hit the share on this? This is the debut of Electric Chileland. We came up with a name, and I think you've done a fantastic job. I'm going to get that a reel that you made for the beginning of the show. It's pretty cool, man. You did a heck of a job on that. Congrats to you.
Oh, thank you. It's you said getting hold of the right tools and a little sleep deprivation, and mix in a couple tablespoons of curiosity, and voila.
Well, I think it's really cool, and as soon as I get it downloaded on my stuff, we'll be able to run it on the beginning of the show. Man, we've got people dropping in all over. This is great. Brian Pfaff from Broadway Kitchens, thank you for dropping in. Michael, thank you for dropping
Yes,
in.
sir.
It's what a great audience here for Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Next, the July 8th, Tracy and I are going to be on Tasting the Heat Live together. This is our 2nd year anniversary show. So I'm going to have her with me, and so everybody can jump on board and just talk with us about what's going on. We're going to show some pictures and talk about the last year of the shows we went to and the people we met, and just great people. We've had a great year. Dan, how you doing? Brian, everybody is jumping on here. This is great. Dan Lewenstein.
Heck yeah. Hey, as we're welcoming people in, a real short little shout out to our good friend Chris Duncan. I hope he's healing up well. He had a funky little bout in the hospital last week. Definitely had himself there on my little prayer and thought list there for a number of days. I'm glad you're out and about, buddy.
Absolutely. Everybody, give him a hand. That's and we never want to have any of our brothers out there having some problems, so thank you very much for shouting out.
Buddy.
It's awesome. So, Thomas, a couple weeks, the last two shows, we were called Two Dudes Who Love Spicy Food, and we had everybody throw out some different names, and we came up with one, Electric Chileland. Do you guys like this out there? Give me a thumbs up if you like that name, because I think the logo is really super cool. You did a great job on that. But we did draw a name for the winner of the people who put in suggestions, and that winner is, should I say it now or wait a little bit?
Oh, sure, man.
Okay. It is Justin Gordecki. Justin Gordecki.
Yes, sir, Mr. Oh, fantastic. That's a fun guy. Super cool cat.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool, because I actually know this person face to face, so it's very, very rare that, one of these drawings picks up. I mean, probably less than a quarter of the time it's somebody that I've interacted with. This, I think, may be the very first time that any drawing that I've been involved with actually involves somebody that I've met and gotten to know in person. Man, that's too cool. I hope Justin signs on and gets a smile. I mean, we'll obviously be linking them both on the group and the Tasting the Heat live page.
That's awesome. I'll keep watching for him to see if he jumps on. Another thing, did I ask everybody to hit the share button and share this? I'm not sure if I did. If I did, I'm sorry. Do it again.
Well, no, we'll just say that like every 90 seconds for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
shameless, absolutely shameless, Dave. Yeah.
Share it.
Blame it on the drugs, Dave. You know, drugged up from the oral surgery today.
Oh boy, it's some oxycodone or something like that I just took. So, if things start to get a little blurry and I'm starting to slur my words a little bit, that's exactly why. So.
Well, hey man, I'm not recommending this. I'm not encouraging you to do something unsafe, and we probably will visit a similar subject this evening. I'm not encouraging you to drink any tasty adult beverages, but if you do, then there's a better than average chance that you'll be speaking fluent Ozzy Osbourne by the end of the show.
Sharon!
I think our very first podcast together, I think I was on the verge of speaking fluent Ozzy Osbourne that night. My God.
Yeah, I think so. And because you almost got a bell upside the head because you definitely kept on ringing it.
Oh, yeah, kept hitting the bell. Oh, no. Yeah, fortunately, my very first podcast ever was with my good friend John Deli from DEF CON.
Right.
And basically, when we had a whole bunch of family over, it was right around the holiday season or something. I forgot what time of year it was, but I had a bunch of family in town. So I basically got relegated down to the basement. Well, there's two refrigerators down there. And, basement fridges, they're not full of, milk and cupcakes. I mean, those are beer fridges, man.
Absolutely.
So, by the last 30 minutes of that podcast, it was a train wreck.
I was on his radio show, his and Frank's radio show, 2 weeks ago, and Frank had been drinking heavily, and that was a good show, and thank God the two of us still had it together, but it was a great time. And it was just a great show. We had so much fun, and I'm going to try and get him on the show real soon because that guy.
You're talking about brilliant ideas, right?
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah, great podcast. It's been they take the occasional break, but yeah, it's been going on for probably as long as I've known Deli, and I don't get to tune in often enough. Usually on some of these road trips, especially when the solo ones, that's how I entertain myself. So if it's not,
Okay.
if Joe Rogan sounded kind of boring, I'll go do some of the replays of Brilliant Ideas, because Dilly, man, that dude absolutely cracks me up.
Yeah, he was on too. We just had a bunch of new people jump on. Skip, hey, thank you for jumping on. And James, thank you very much. Keith Jenkins just jumped on. Thank you very much, you guys. Thomas is on live with us, but because he's on the road driving right now to his destination, we couldn't get him on Skype, but he is definitely on the air with us, so you can give a shout out to him, and I'll relay the message to him. But one thing we wanted to talk about tonight was something we've it was something we've been seeing a lot on social media. Should you put pineapple on pizza?
Oh, man, yeah, I know. Golly, it is funny because when you see people actually go out there and do it as a poll that people can especially anonymously reply to, I want to say it feels like it's in the 90-some-odd percentile. People are like, hell yeah, you put pineapple on pizza. But then, and I'm not going to mention the names, some of them are pretty big on Food Network and all. Man, they get very passionate about no. And honestly, I don't get it. The first time I ever had pineapple on pizza was the first time I came across one of those quote-unquote California, instead of being a red, marinara type of a sauce, it was a white sauce.
Right, okay.
And it had jalapenos and small diced up pieces of pineapple. And, dude, my taste buds were in heaven, man. I thought that was awesome. And, yeah. Now, and meat lovers, I don't know if I want pineapple. I wouldn't even want my pineapple hot sauce necessarily on that. I want something a bit more savory, but definitely don't look down at people to do.
Well, I love just about anything on pizza. I don't think pizza has to be one thing. It's about what you want on it. And a lot of people are saying on here, ham and pineapple. Yes, put pineapple on it, of course. And I totally agree. But you know what I do with cold pineapple? And people look at me and they think I'm nuts. But after they think about it, they go, it's not a bad idea. How many times you've been up on a Saturday night with your buddies and you're out having a few drinks or something, and you come home, you have a pizza, you throw the leftover in the refrigerator. We all do it. Sunday morning, get up, grab your pair of kitchen shears, we all have them, and chop that pizza up into little squares and make an omelet with it. It's amazing.
Dude, okay, yeah, I saw some I've been wanting to try, and my sons are getting, they're old enough, they're college, and two of them are out of college, so they're old enough to imbibe. But I was watching this one guy was like cutting off the crust, folding it in half, and then putting it in the waffle maker.
I've seen that, yes.
I've not tried that yet, but trust me, it trickles through my mind, but usually it's, like middle of the day and I'm working, or it's one of those oddball Sunday mornings where it's just like, no, I'm not doing anything right now,
Well, just like Cassandra just said, so tired of this. Why is it even a controversy? I mean, I totally agree.
You know why? Yeah, I grew up, the first time I ever heard this phrase was this guy by the name of Vladimir Zap. Ezapp is his last name. So he was actually with the Red Army and the old Soviet Union. Things were breaking down there. He escaped from the country, went through Europe, finally made it here to the United States, got himself to be, became a U.S. citizen. Somehow, some way, that young man was able to go ahead and get the thumbs up to go into the Marine Corps. This back in the 1980s when, the Reagan era, they were shaving down the numbers in the Marine Corps. But nonetheless, I ran into Vladimir Zap. And the first time I heard that phrase, and you just got to imagine this with this big, thick Russian accent. He's like, Tommy, let me tell you something. Opinions, they're like assholes. And they'll stink. The end of it out. I'm like 22 years old. I was roaring to his laughing. And of course, he picked it up from somebody else. It just happened to be the first time I heard it. Well, the internet, and especially social media, has just, oh my God, it's like a supernova. It has just expanded it to absolutely bizarre levels because it's given every last one of us a voice. When it comes to the written word, I think all of us, I think it's human nature to accidentally make the mistake of taking shit that people type and taking it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, to maybe change the subject a tiny bit. The whole thing about refrigerating hot sauces, I know it's one, just like the pizza and pineapple thing. I know it's one. It's a trigger. I need to admit it, but I like trolling every now and again. And, I kicked that back into Facebook social media world about a week and a half ago. And I was just trying to create a cute little meme of a dog holding up a sign saying, dog poop, eating poop is for pups, not people. And going, hey, by the way, it's a food product. It's not a liquid. Refrigerator, okay? And oh my God, it was hilarious. I didn't mean to piss anybody off, but man, I'm willing to believe that 99% of the responses were people trying to be equally as humorous as I was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But other people, everybody, depending on what mood we're in, I think we read other people's words and interpret it through the lens of whatever mood we're in at that exact moment.
Absolutely.
And oh my God, social media has turned that into a poop storm extraordinaire, dude.
Hey,
P.
We just had a bunch more people jump on here. For Sam, Keith, Daniel, Bruce. You guys, thank you very much for joining in. Sam or Thomas can't make it with the Skype. He's on live on the phone, so that's why you're not seeing him on here. But he is here on live. But I just want to mention. Yeah, you're here. You're live. I just wanted to mention something. Brian Pfaff. He owns hold on, let me get this right. He owns Boardwalk Kitchen garlic mustard, and he just shouted out that anybody. Oh, it's fantastic stuff. I met him down at the Eastern Market in Detroit. He's going to be down there this Saturday. He said anybody who says your name, my name, or our show or anything like this will get 10% off on anything. And I know I kind of thrown that in there in the middle of everything, but yeah, thank you very much, Brian. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Bruce Forbach said he broke the camera.
It's like, I've often said I've got a face made for radio, so that Skype may have just looked at me on the phone going, "Lights too bright, too damn ugly. Go get a nose job. We're done."
Yeah.
And my nose doesn't bother me. My ears, on the other hand, my God, it looks like something that a failed experiment from NASA, dude. Like Dumbo. I think I really related to that movie as a kid. I'm like, oh my God, that little gray thing. He's one of us. Except his nose is bigger.
The bottom line is Rose happy?
Oh yeah, the ears, that gives you something to grab onto, dude.
I wasn't going to go there. I was thinking it. I thought, should I? Boom, you hit it.
I hope she's not while watching this podcast, because we're going to get interrupted with a text message any minute now. It's like, stop it with that, Tom. Stop it. We got a company now.
Hey, let's get back into refrigerating your hot sauce. So, should you do it or not? What do you say?
The fact of the matter is, you're very liquidy sauces, not to be trying to promote any brands or anything, Texas Pete, Tabasco, anything that's been filtered or run through a sieve, and it's basically all liquid, and if it's a vinegar-based sauce, chances are it's going to be perfectly fine. It's not going to be harboring growing space for any of the creepy crawlies that give us the Hershey squirts, or worse. When it comes to hot sauces that are chunky, have a lot of food product in them, all it does, if you just go, those of us that are, legitimate hot sauce makers, we've had to go through the CFR, your federal regulations,
right.
Title 21, if you will. And when it talks about chunky foods, once they're open, because those food chunks are going to rise above the surface of that liquid, and as they dry out, the whole acidity thing loses its hold, and you start getting dust, anything on top of there, bacteria can start growing.
Okay.
It's a food product.
Right.
I really don't care what other people do. It's just when somebody comes in and they kind of make it a public thing, and they're given, because, it is bizarre that people will read stuff on the internet and take it like gospel truth. The flat earth. I don't want to piss anybody off.
Bonjour.
Specific examples, but you look at the number of things that get really popular on YouTube or on people's blogs. People take almost anything they read seriously. It happens easily.
Right.
Well, when we're talking about food, I'll jump in and make a comment, and it's usually offhand. I mean, if people saw me make that comment in person, at a bar or something like that, they'd see a little smirk on my face, a shrug of the shoulders, and a very friendly going, dude, it's food. Put it in the fridge. And when it's the written word, I think some people just like, oh, God, there he is being a Nazi, him and his damn opinions. And I'm like, well, dude, it's social media. We're in a chat room, or we're in a group. That's how old I am. I remember chat rooms.
Yeah.
But, we're in a group setting where every member of the group is allowed to reply. If you're not going to reply, why be part of the group? So, yeah, I think if it's a chunky sauce, I think it's silly not to refrigerate it.
Okay.
Is it guaranteed to get you sick? Of course not. But does it up the chances of getting an upset stomach? I think a lot of the guys that are just used to what they call mud butt, and I mean, it's gross if you really think about what we're talking about here. You got to wonder, it's like, well, dude, if you never refrigerate your thick, chunky sauces and you're used to having, volcanic diarrhea all the time, then, dude, I don't think you need to live that way. But, yeah, I've probably said entirely too much. Yeah. When you posited this as an idea a little while ago, I was like, oh, yeah, I'd like to say something. But the only thing I really wanted to say is it's entertainment, folks. I mean, the stuff I post online, unless, I'm getting really big into the capital letters and, I'm getting really confrontational with somebody, then, there's a slight chance I'm getting serious. But I'll tell you what, 3 out of 4 times, I'm still probably just being a smart aleck, just trying to have some fun. And I make the mistake of just having the disposition. I'm trying to get a little bit more self-aware. But I've always just gone like, well, people in person never get upset. And, these people, they need to get up to themselves. Well, that's really not fair because I misread people a lot. People I know that really do not give two poops about anything, I see them get, not offended or irritated, but they're like, man, that guy's really being a jerk. I was like, nah, I think he was just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just having fun. Yeah.
Well,
But,
if you can see the remarks and the comments because of this little rant that you just went on.
Oh, no. Maybe I'm glad I'm out of here. I'm like,
volcanic diarrhea.
Read them off.
Some real men like volcanic diarrhea. Dan says refrigerate. Why take a chance?
Nice.
Once you get the runs, it's time for the fridge.
Nice. Yeah, my wife should be so proud of me right now because I am just like, I don't know. I accidentally found a filter here about 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
I've got so much off-color stuff to really take that to. You know how those guys like doing the one-upsmanship? Oh, yeah, well, you did that. Well, dude, there was one night I was at, and oh my God, I mean, these kind of things people talk about, putting your your teepee in the freezer.
Right.
Right. In private groups, I mean, just leave that alone.
Oh, we're breaking up just a little bit. I'm sure you'll get back with us. Well,
can you hear me now?
There we go. We're fine. One thing I've found that if you want to start an argument, just put an opinion on Facebook.
Oh yeah, any social media. Just make a comment. I like or dislike something, and it's just, oh my God, it's like the jackals come out.
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
Hey, you were telling me that you had done a little research. We talked about this on the last show, the dragon breath pepper.
Yeah, man. A lot of people know the Chili Queen down in Australia. Kind of making a little note for herself, making some guitars here lately.
Yeah.
And man, she's like the Claude Duvet of Australia. I mean, the tolerance for heat there is just absolutely absurd. But she put up a post here. Well, at the very end of the last week of May, when that whole Dragon's Breath thing really exploded, I really didn't do the research here. Brianna did. And it was a really cool write-up that she did. I'll post a link to it. I don't know if you need to be friends. If she posted that public or not, I'll find out.
Okay.
But it was a really good rundown. It was Neil and Bob Price from Chili Bob's. It's a nursery. Pretty sure it's in the UK.
Did you say Bob and Neil?
Yes, Bob Price and Neil Price.
Okay.
Not Neil and Bob is in the bird. We don't want to go there. Birds, plural. But anyhow, nonetheless, it was Chili Bob's nursery. Evidently, they've been working on a new hybrid here for at least a couple of years. I forget the timeline right now. But this Mike Smith, I believe, is the guy from Wales that allegedly, or from what it all seems from people, quote unquote, in the know, he was entrusted to overwinter one of these plants. And as some people like to do, evidently, he was the one that jumped in. I think it was the Telegraph, the online newspaper there in the UK.
Right.
Got a hold of him, and, it was just that whole speed barrel. And it's like, this is all they can kill you. And so, the Mike Smith, the chef turned medical research friendly, accidental pepper grower, that meant something to be used as an anesthetic. It really kind of looked like that was a complete BS story. And when Sam, you go to Google, the search bar there for the internet, the Google search engine, I mean, pretty much all you see is just repeats of an initial story about this guy in Wales. So, the guys from Chili Bob's and, Brianna, a.k.a. Chili Queen, one thing I really respect about her is she does not dive into the middle of bullshit. She really reserves her opinions on a wide breadth of subjects. And I mean, when she normally does come out, and this was a very lengthy post for her that she did. To me that really, for me, it had a sense of credibility to it, because she is not an overly opinionated person, at least not met her in person as of yet, but and then Neil Price, Bob Price, they came in with the thank yous. It's like, it's really what it's all about. No, it can't kill you unless you have allergies, in which case even a habanero or a cayenne would probably swell up their throat, and it's time to break out the EpiPen. But
right,
it's just bizarre. Once again, the internet gives everybody a voice, and I don't want to play into the more incendiary aspect of society right now, but it kind of falls into the potential of fake news, and unfortunately, people really don't do much due diligence in reporting the facts. It's like, ooh, there's a nice sensational headline, let's just reshare it, regardless of where it came from, whether it was true or not. I mean, even see people out there trolling with shocking-looking headlines, and it turns out, it's coming from like The Onion. It was a really well-known spoof site,
right?
But it's funny that our world's gotten this amazingly lazy. So it's definitely something that's in question. I think what's been happening at Chili Bob's has been a legitimate run at, trying to do, if not the world's hottest pepper, at least the coolest, hottest, craziest peppers that happened in the UK. I get a sense they probably are, gunning for trying to find something that's got just tons and tons of capsaicin oil in it. And they've not made any public statements, but they seem to be kind of, nodding that there's been at least some tests that somewhere upwards or over 2 million SHOs, which, man, that's an obscene level.
Yeah, I will hold all my reserve. We just lost Thomas. I'm going to hold all my reserves on that chili pepper until we get some legitimate testing. Shelly, thank you much for dropping in. Ike is here. Dan, what is first time you heard someone ask you about the Dragon Breath at a festival this weekend. I'm going to try and get, here he is, he's back. And he's back with us. How you doing, Thomas? Oh, he's failed again. He must be going through a wrong or a bad area. But we're waiting for Thomas to call back. Tracy and I are going to be on Tasting the Heat Live July 8th. It's a Saturday night at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a pizza and beer night. And this is our second year anniversary. And I hope y'all can join in on. And we're going to look back at everything that we've done over the last few years and in this last year. We're going to show some pictures. We're going to talk about a lot of different shows that we went to. And I think we're going to give a little sneak peek of what some of the 10,000 follower giveaway is going to be. We've got probably close to 20 different sauces we're going to be putting in that. There's going to be more. I've got more coming. And I've got a great, beautiful, beautiful casket from Jim Bell, and his wife made this awesome looking apron. It's got chili peppers on it and everything. They have done such a great job making all this stuff, and that's going to be part of the. He's trying to get back in, so let's see if we got him here. Are we back with Thomas yet?
Hey, man, we're getting close to Georgia, and traveling live broadcasts I did last year. Georgia's like a weird-ass dead zone for cell phone stuff, man.
Well, I was just telling
I tried calling back like 4 times, and the call kept falling off.
Yeah.
We're back. I think that's about all we got from when I was trying to dial back. Brianna Skinner, Chili Queen, I was just talking about. She was shooting me some links.
Okay.
We'll do a follow-up on this, after the podcast, either tonight or while somebody's taking a turn driving tomorrow. I'll post up some of the links that she's been sending me.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it has to do with the whole chili bobs and the tests have been done. So, I mean, it's exciting. It looks like Pecker Butt. They posted some stuff on their Facebook page right before he got cut off. No ideas what's going on there, but it looks like there was a film crew. I saw one of the HPLC machines at some university. So, yeah, it looks like things are about ready to get interesting again. And, man, obviously, I don't even have to say may the best pepper win. The hottest pepper will win. So,
absolutely.
It's bizarre that we're getting this crazy hot, though. My God.
Well, I'd like to see her, the Chili Queen, and Johnny Scoville go head-to-head. Would that be a riot to see?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched her eat Reapers like they're candy.
Oh, my God, dude. Well, dude, like...
Uh-oh. We lost him again. He's going through Georgia. Listen, everybody, I think because we lost Thomas here, I think what we will do is, this is the new name now, Electric Chileland, and we are going to do this the second and the fourth Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m., and next time we'll have Thomas in here with on Skype, so you'll be able to see him live. And if anybody has any kind of idea of what you want us to see us talk about on the show, send it to either myself or Thomas, and we're gonna put that in a rotation right in here. And there's so many good people out there. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Max, thank you for joining us. We just lost Thomas. I was just telling everybody, and I think maybe we have him one more time. Let's give it one more shot. Are you back, my good sir?
Yeah, I don't know for how long, man. I swear to God, George has got some weird juju. Maybe it's just the whole anti-Verizon thing. I don't know. But yeah, the World Championship, Chili Queen representing, Australia, Claude de Bear representing Canada. Get America's own Johnny Scoville.
Right.
I don't know how we could live broadcast something like that, but that would be it, because any one of the three of them, man, their ability to endure that amount of capsaicin pain is just bizarre.
Well, I'm working on some new equipment to do some different things here, and it's possible I might be able to set that up to get them both on the screen at the same time to do that live. So let me
that'd be a blast.
Yeah, let me get with the guy who's helping me set up the studio, and I think that would be Daniel, a pay-per-view. Boy, I could use that. That'd be awesome.
Love it, pay-per-view.
Yeah, pay-per-view. This Saturday night, Chili Fest of America brings you Eating the Reaper Until You Die.
There we go. You could die doing this.
Yeah, you could die doing this, man.
Oh, God, right. Yeah, I've come up with a stingray pepper. Oh, that was wrong. Sorry, Mr. Irwin. I didn't mean to say that.
Thomas, let's call this a night. You're heading through Georgia where you're going to start losing stuff. This is the Electric Chileland, and I want to thank everybody. We'll be broadcasting every second and fourth Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. And like I was saying just a minute ago while you're off the air, we're going to be live with you so that we can see you Skyping from the house so that we have a little better connection. You have a safe trip. Be careful driving.
And as a reminder, on July 10th, which will be our next broadcast, I'm guessing, we need to talk about the bomb scare, thanks to my good friend Forrest London up there at Blue Torch Peppers. It's a funny story, but I don't think with us being in Georgia, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through it right now. But
All right.
yeah, let's definitely roll that over to 14 days from today.
All right. We will talk about that.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been a great new show, the Electric Chileland. Spread the word on that, and
Yeah.
thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in on us. This is what makes it all worthwhile when we have people joining in and commenting on the show, and it makes it all worthwhile. And thank you again, everybody. Safe trips to you, Thomas, and everybody out there. Good
Thank
night.
you, sir. Peace. Maybe this car's messed up out here. You still there, Kendall?